going out on X, and we should be able to see comments for anybody that comments on X or whatever else.
You can do lives on X through the spaces now. We need to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, right now we're just...
No, that's exactly what it's doing.
Oh, there you go. I did something right.
Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. Sick.
I guess we can cut this off.
Sick. Haha! That works.
It works.
Yeah, cut off there from the thumbnail.
It pops up.
Yeah.
I mean, I can change it. We can go like this. We can go with our buddy Chris Farley. A little spinneroo. Whoop whoop. It's been a while since we've done a live. We've been busy.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. They're starting to filter in now. There we go. What up, homies? Yeah, John, last minute was just like, you want to go live? It's like, well, we haven't done it in a while. I know we're super busy. Well, we need to.
The people miss us, Mark. The people miss our bullshit rants and our frustration and yelling at them because customer service. We'll yell at you face to face live on YouTube. That's how it works.
Yeah, there will be rants.
No, we've had a lot of questions come up. A lot of the same things keep coming up over and over and over and over and over again. So I want to talk about it a little bit, kind of discuss, what's been going on at the mine, what we're planning for the next expansion, the next setup, on top of the 5 megawatt wall. Now that things are rolling in and we're getting specs on the S21, the headache on top of headaches that come with these ICERiVER machines and trying to host them, and everything else in between. I mean, you just left. You were only here a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it seems like it's been like a month already.
Right. Well, hopefully, we miss you guys, Integrists. Yeah, hopefully, as we've now caught up, our backlog is just about done, for the exception of a couple of you. We're waiting on splitters still, and I know you guys want like Hive flashed on the S19s that we're pulling up. So John and Chris still have some work. If I was there, I would do it as well, but I'll do all the remote stuff. So when they actually key things in, I'll be putting the pool stuff and all that fun jazz.
Yeah, saves me time.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, once we've really caught up and we're focusing on just adding the new filling the space that we got, which is very limited now. Again, already this quickly.
Well, we had some unexpected as we're building out. We're meeting. Mark was in town. We're meeting with Cadena Mining Club. Always an awesome pleasure to have those guys at our facility, talking about their immersion system that they're doing with us. And then they go, "Hey, do you have room for 60 air-cooled machines?"
Well, yes.
They're cool guys. They understand that we're growing and we're expanding, and hey, the curveball, right?
Right. No.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have the 5 megawatt wall started. So that's cool. We have 4 of 6 PDUs up. Our electrician is not thrilled that we're going to attempt to do 6. He said 5 to be safe, but we're going to do 6. We kind of wrangled his arm a little bit. I think that we can get, all 6 going. Each PDU runs about 30 machines, plus or minus, depending on the wattage of what's over there, because we are not running a true 12 to 13 and a half amp on each S19, because there's not just S19s over there. So, we should be able to, this first portion of the wall is going to be 30 times 6. What is that? I have no idea.
120?
180. So 180 units, and we've got it pretty full already. So the 4 that are there, including those that are pending to be energized, with, I would say, 3.5 of the PDUs are spoken for at this point, of the 4 that are up there.
Yep. We've just been slowly loading them up, and I'm trying to clean machines as I turn them on. Some of the machines are used, and we're balancing, reorganizing. That's kind of been the biggest headache. Let's take a machine down, move it around, do the hokey pokey, and that kind of thing. Trying to figure out the best way to keep everybody's stuff together. So when we run into an issue, I know exactly where all of, John Smith's stuff is, and I know where all of, company ABC is. Like, everything is together. So as we grew in the first half of the building, and you guys, ate that space up, and I was having to do some load balancing. Some guys wanted overclocking, some guys wanted undervolting. So I'm trying to balance our racks, our temporary racks, as we were gearing up for that 5 megawatt. So now that we have the 5 megawatt starting to build out, and we have these fantastic PDUs that we found a company built for us, it's been a lot easier to organize everybody's stuff together and condense. Mark's got a picture of the older rack style behind us, behind him, where it's 6 machines per rack. We're going a little bit, a little more dense. We're going 8 machines per rack, per shelf, and there's a total of, what do we say, six shelves full of 8. So like 52 roughly machines per rack versus doing 42 machines per 2 racks. So we're definitely trying to condense and cram everything into one tight spot and make good use of these 3-phase PDUs, because that's been a huge help, is running 3-phase on everything instead of single phase. Lots of stuff. But I think one of the biggest issues we've had moving forward with all this new build out is ICERiVER.
Yeah, Jesus.
Big letdown. Had high hopes.
Letdown is an understatement, dude.
had serious high hopes for these machines, and we have customers that aren't experiencing the issues that we're experiencing at home, so they're getting upset with us. But we're implementing different systems on our farm that are interfering with the control boards on these machines that we haven't experienced on any other machine. So, and Mark, do you want to share? Do you have a picture of the response we got from ICERiVER today?
No, I can put it in Discord though.
Yeah, after we asked for help and waiting a week and a half for their response.
Right. Discord.
Foreman, who we do a lot of our monitoring with for the majority of our machines, has been phenomenal. They've been very vocal. They have expressed their concerns with what is going on with these machines and what's been happening in terms of why we're seeing the drop off. These control boards were rushed together. We've seen issues with hash boards in the past where they fried, but that's a whole nother issue with quality. but just the components on these control boards are lacking. They're lacking memory, they're lacking VRAM, they're lacking cache capabilities. They're very bare bones. They put too much, into these GUIs, and they could have kept it a lot simpler, made things a lot easier, and we probably wouldn't have had these issues. So Foreman does a great job. Their API integration pings most machines every 5 minutes. And we get great data from them and great control over the machines because they're being pinged so regularly. ICERiVER can't handle that much data being pushed back and forth. It's too busy trying to do and manage the control boards and the temperatures and the fans. It can't handle being pinged by Foreman's API integration. So what's happening is the cache is being full. It's just, overflowing and causing these machines to crash. And when they crash, the control board can't figure out, okay, well, I'm being pinned by Foreman, but I got a hash. I got to be pinged by Foreman, but I got a hash, and then it stops altogether. So it'll keep pinging Foreman because Foreman's, brute forcing the API, but now the machines don't hash anymore. And that's why, Foreman will say healthy machine, 0 hash rate. Because the machine doesn't know what to do. So Foreman has rolled out, fixes for ICERiVER and is not pinging it as often. And that's made some headway. But now a whole other issue has arose. And a lot of these machines that are crashing, and we go to reboot them, they're jumping IPs, or we go to log in and we're completely logged out. And we can't get into them at all. The typical admin password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and nothing. We have to factory reset these things beyond just hitting the factory reset button. It's a little, we have to power cycle it, turn it off, hit the button, hold the button, power it back on, and then we can maybe get back into it. So it's been a nightmare trying to get these things to run smoothly for more than, I say, 36 hours at the most, 48 hours if we're lucky, 72 if we're feeling froggy.
Yeah, I am noticing that the older ones, the first gen, second gen, those are not having as bad of a time. But yeah, these newer ones, it's a real shit show. Me and John are debating still pulling them off Foreman. It does remove, monitoring, from you guys, and then it also removes one of our tools that we gauge power consumption on. You see above me the PDUs; those PDUs right there, they can gauge. We can go in and see what's being consumed, amps and wattage, on a regular basis. But again, then at that point, we're manually monitoring it regularly, which we can do that too. We plug a machine out and then plug it back in with our monitoring tool to figure out where the wattage really is. These are things that, it's, if we can keep them in Foreman, we want to do that because it does simplify our lives, and then it does give you guys access to seeing the machine more than just on your pool.
Yep. Yeah, we've this is the response back from ICERiVER after kindly asking them, hey, these are the issues that we're running into. Do you have any suggestions? And they want us to change the refresh rate of the machine data. There's no debug for these machines. There's no, if there is a backdoor login, SSH brute force, I can't figure it out. I can't get into them.
Yeah.
It seems to be some kind of backdoor. We've had some interesting machines static themselves out of nowhere and, start pinging Linux code and config files through the static. Even after factory resets, it's still there. So very, very interesting stuff going on with the ICERiVER machines.
I saw Red Panda Mining's recent Twitter stuff. I know he's doing a video or something like that, along with his crappy thermal paste. They use generic paste, so that is expected on these machines. If you're in a warm if they are in a warmer climate. The mine right now is cold. It's freezing, especially in the back where most of these ice rivers down there or over there, wherever you want to point. There we go. Bing, 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 bing. Over there. It's freezing over there. So they are cool. We don't have the thermal paste issue just yet. I really do not want to thermal paste those. So if it ends up coming summertime,
we have repairs.
Yeah,
we've had a few machines come with heat sinks like rattling around inside. We've had to reattach.
Yeah.
But, that's a poor shipping. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, ice rivers get iced. I'll tell you, if I had to choose, this is one of those things where like we shit on Bitmain a lot, right? But this particular coin that we're mining, Bitmain has outshined ICERiVER tenfold when it comes to the quality that's being given with the KS3 that they have, even if there are different iterations of hash rate. The KS3 itself is just it's running. We really have little to no downtime on it, and it's not a continuous problem. Then again, Bitmain's been doing this since they're one of the OGs, so we expect that the machine should run at least, regardless of how we feel about their quality or not. But ICERiVER has some growing to do, for sure. Like we are not happy with the last couple weeks of getting these machines up and running and trying to keep them up and running.
Yeah.
To be truthful too, we've actually had clients leave because of the issue. Because again, we don't want to part ways with Foreman because it's one of our tools. And it's just something we're going we're doing our due diligence and trying to keep them running as much as we possibly can, to maintain our downtime ratio. But yeah, I mean, if someone wants to leave, we're not going to stop them. So you literally have a bunch of you in waiting to put up a machine that's not giving us trouble. So we're more than happy to let a KS3M walk out the door. Or 2 or 15.
This is one of the other things we're seeing with the ICERiVERs. Pedal Linux config 13, and we haven't static this machine. It's static itself, and this config popped up for Linux. Can't get into it. Can't remove it. I've tried. The only thing I haven't tried yet is physically taking the control board out and jumping the pins for the RAM, and shorting out the RAM to erase the memory. That's the only thing I haven't tried yet. But I don't have a pin out for the ICERiVER control boards yet. So it's like, I don't know. It's some strange stuff going on with these machines. And I really want them to work because, for what you're paying for these machines, they're cheaper than Bitmain, but it's still not, anything to laugh at. It's some serious money you're throwing around for these machines. And for them not to work properly, consistently, it's a pain. So yeah, I wish they were had some better software, better firmware. And that kind of brings up another topic, right? Is all this third-party firmware floating around for these ICERiVER machines.
Yeah. I'll wait for someone trusted. Everybody knows my 2 cents about T-Swift and his dev. Our dev has looked at some of the firmware that's been presented from them, and good for T-Swift being proactive, trying to help the community. Dev that we have working on our project, they didn't feel that it was safe enough for us to put it in the farm, so we're not going to. And the new one that's just rolling around right now that's free with where you can actually set some of the overclocking voltages and things like that. You know, buyer beware. Even though it's free, it's one of those things we got to do more research. We need our dev to look at it, but it doesn't solve the problem that we are experiencing in the mine. And I could care less about overclocking these machines because they just came out. 99% of them are still under warranty. Like, the last thing you want to do is overclock these, and ICERiVER finds out if we have to do an RMA, then you're SOL. If something happens. So we're not gonna allow overclocking on a machine that's still under warranty. 4-6 months from now, different story. But then again, at that point, these machines may be paperweights by then. Who knows?
Oh, I mean, you're worried about your machine and the price. We've had this conversation a few times on Discord. The way Caspa is set up and how the reward structure is set up, it drops off dramatically.
Yep.
Like it's so the only way to counteract that is to bring more value into the coin. Reach out, the more people that reach out to Coinbase, to Kraken, to Binance, to bigger exchanges, and really push it for them to bring on Caspa onto these larger exchanges, making it more accessible for more people, is going to drive the price up. It's going to help. That's not going to hurt. It's going to help. And even though we're mining less because it's on a bigger exchange, the 24-hour volume of the trading is going to go up, which will help increase the price of the coin. So even though you're mining less, could be mining more. I mean, Caspa goes to $1, and you're mining, 132 of them each block.
Oh, stop it. No, not you, John. The Keith Kaz ETF. Get out of here. Yeah. And how did the Bitcoin ETF? How's that going? How is that going? Tell me, please in the chat. Tell me how the Bitcoin ETF is going.
Another mass migration to Fidelity.
Right.
That's what's happening. Vanguard says no Bitcoin for us,
right.
And mass exodus.
Well, it depends on your viewpoint with that Vanguard play, because they do allow, purchasing of or stock trading of mining companies, big Bitcoin mining companies. So are they protecting the miners by not worrying about the ETF, or are they just being old Skeletors, and not playing fair with Vanguard? You never know. I don't know. But the ETF is going exactly how I was expecting it to go. I was expecting value to drop on BTC. I just had this feeling for like the last couple months, and I've kind of been making hints on Twitter, and anytime I've talked to it about anybody anywhere, I feel like there was a dip still left before we go, and here we are. Boom. Yeah, 4 billion is a drop in the bucket for Bitcoin. 100%.
Well, what's the math on this? There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin released, right? And there's
but
Satoshis to the millionth decimal place. So how many Satoshis are actually going to be in the wild at the end of the run?
Right.
Is it 21 trillion?
No, yeah. Is it 21? It's something like that. It's a high number.
Somebody do math.
You're right. Either way, though, if you take like these Bitcoins, there are not 21 million in the wild, right? Like come next year, 2025, we will be at where there are a million left to be mined, period. Right? Or right around there. Satoshi has a ton, right? And that's not moving unless some miracle happens, right? It's not moving. And then there is all of the user error that is Bitcoin since its inception that is just gone. And that's not moving either. So there's not 21 million sitting anywhere.
Yeah. And continue to subdivide the smaller units. Exactly.
Yeah, uh-oh.
What?
So no, it's just what one of Crypto Scotty said. He's like, oh, yeah. But no, the ETF is going exactly how I thought it was going to go. I really did feel like there was a dip coming, or that we had one more in us before we started seeing some candles. Yeah, everybody thinks that all this trading volume, there's not enough Bitcoin for this trading volume, and that's not the case. I'm not a trading guru or anything like that, or watch the charts or whatever. I know what we know, and I kind of implement that into what we're seeing in the market and the experience that me and John have had since we've been in crypto.
Well, just looking at the history of it, some of the rise and fall that we've seen, these super highs and these super lows. I mean, 50% dip. Hey, yeah. Whatever.
And that's the thing too. Like, if you watch crypto Twitter, just seeing what everybody's posting, like, we're not ready. We're not ready for candles at Bitcoin yet. Like, the whole entire populace is just not ready for it. So I'm glad that we're seeing the dip. All dips are not bad. Hopefully this goes down a little bit further. I'd like to see sub 40, and then go. It's go time.
Meme coin, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have our shit together by then.
Right.
Always something. More things need to be built. Yeah, absolutely. Scale solutions. Yes, 100% agree. 100%.
Since we're on the topic of Bitcoin, we talk about some machines. I did find another batch of 95Ts. There are about 50 of them. We can't offer the same price unless we can account for all 50. So if you guys want some more 95Ts, hit me up so we can figure it out. But we need all 50 accounted for before the weekend's over. So it's a pretty tight schedule. We're doing $695 if we can get all 50, but if we can't get all 50, it's probably going to be or $697. I mean, $697 for all 50. But if we can't get all of them, what, John?
This is news to me.
Yeah, no, I know. I saw it earlier. That's why I have it. So we already just had a pallet roll in, which all that's gone. It's accounted for. But this next one that I just found again today, I found it. There's 50 units. If we can get all 50 accounted for, it's $697. If we cannot, it's $897. And then at that point, and then a caveat to that, regardless if we can get all this accounted for through the weekend and get the best price possible or not, we cannot energize them until end of February. We have too many other commitments that we need to put up before we can put these up. And so I'm putting that disclosure out there now, and I'll post this in Discord when we're done. I honestly don't think that we'll sell all 50 this weekend, so I'm not, like, it is what it is.
I guess I have to buy more boxes and packing material.
Just wait on that. Wait, let's get them accounted for and inbound first, right? So
can we try to get some clean ones so I don't have to do it?
Right. Y'all hosting, right? Yes. So these particular units, end of February is when we can pull them up. So we're, like I was saying earlier, on this wall, we're pending 2 more PDUs. Those come in sometime February. They're being made right now. These PDUs are custom made for us. So the way that we have them set up, it's 200 amps per phase, and it's a 3-phase system. So each of these, 30 units on each of them. They're not like Raptor mining PDUs or anything like that. They're also smart PDUs. But again, they're custom made for us, specific for our setup. So it just takes time to build because we're buying them as we need them. I didn't think that we would need the last 2 right away, but I was very mistaken
you guys
on that.
Wrong.
Yeah, I was mistaken on that as soon as we started putting machines up on this wall. So they're ordered, they're being built. We won't have them until February. So at that point, we can't really turn any of the newer machines. Like if we did this 50 unit deal, We couldn't turn any of that on. Obviously, we can ship them out and send them somewhere else if you wanted to host them at your home or at another company, which I always say diversify your hosting if you are hosting. Then at that point, we can send them out. But again, yeah, we can upload them. So what you're saying is you need to sell 50. Yes, 50 95Ts if we want to get them at $697, I'm sorry, per unit. And again, we can't 50 unit deal for what? It's $697 for 95T S19s.
Yep. I don't want to say they're going to be, SD compatible, XC-Link or BeagleBone, but the ones we've been getting thus far have all been compatible with
Hive or Brains or whatever. We don't really do Brains in our mind, but Hive for sure. Okay, I might order one more 95T. All right, well, let's talk about it. I want to get like a count first before I actually send invoices.
Andy, we're constantly looking. 110 to 117.
We're not going to see that. We're not going to see that again. Not 900. I wish. And then, so we're still on the topic of BTC machines. I did just post a deal. I don't want to be shilling all of our shit this episode, but whatever. S21s under 5K February batch, lining up with us, making more room, making more power. 25 of them, 200 terahash models, 125K, 5K in rack fee to put them up on the shelf. So 130 total. Obviously, I know you guys are. This is maybe not in your wheelhouse at all, but they can run on 277. So we literally can put them up as soon as we get them.
Yep. So yeah, that's one of the things in our topic is the rack behind Mark, over his shoulder there is the step down transformer. We got to take 244, 240, 280, and step it down to 450. So
480 down
to
415, which in that 415 goes across this ladder. Where's my finger? Here we go. Across this ladder to these PDUs, which spits out 240.
Three-phase
240.
All three-phase 240. Yes. With the Antminer S21s, we don't have that. I mean, we have a 3500 kVA, 480 transformer, so roughly 3 megawatts worth of power. We can tap into 100% of it. So it's not feeding anything else right now in our building. Everything else has been disconnected from it, and pretty much build out a 3 megawatt system just for the S21s or anything that runs 277. So, there's some Watts miners out there that run 277. The ICERiVERs, hopefully they get better because they run on 277, which is nice. But it's if we can tap into that, that's plug and play. Very very short downtime. It's just we'd be waiting on racks to come in.
If we do get somebody that pulls the trigger on our S21 deal, like we're more than happy to add onto it, just because of the allotment that's available to us. So if that does happen, I will put a post out like, hey, 5K S21, let's go. Whoever wants to jump on it, it's basically buying an L7 at this point, but you're getting BTC. We know how that's going to go.
Uh-oh. Old Boar's here. He's going to make fun of us. Did you get your package there, buddy? Mark worked hard on that package for you.
I did. I haven't gotten to all my messages today either, Overboard. I know you messaged earlier. I haven't gotten to all of them, so just bear with me. I don't know exactly what you were asking, but I'll respond later. Let's see.
So, and you brought up the L7, fantastic script miner, but it's got some competition coming this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for. We Yeah, it's perfect, right? It's like I'm getting better at this every day. I mean, we have monthly conversations with the team over at Locotech. They've been honest. They've been transparent. You know, Mark got to go to Washington. If you guys missed that live stream or that video, check it out. But I'm excited. I mean, they've given us the go ahead to start doing pre-sale for the hash blade and the 10 stack. I'm excited. We've got a couple sales in already, a couple orders in for the hash blades. I'm pumped.
And so here's the deal too with the Locotech stuff. On the hash blade, unfortunately you got to pay full price. The price matches whatever Locotech is plus or minus taxes. So just if you're getting a hash blade, cool. We're essentially an escrow company until it's time for them to ship. They are ordering full batch wafers, like literally right before they start pushing these things out. So that seems to be in the works. The stacks, because I know 20 grand is a lot of money. If you guys are interested in a stack, we can save a spot for you. Again, we're the escrow company. We're not shelling funds over to Locotech until it's time to order. But we do need to put your place in line if you want one. With the 10 stacks, we can do as low as 5% down to secure your place in line. So when you're ready, or not when you're ready, when it's time to execute, which is June of this year, then at that point, probably like late May actually, then at that point, you've only allotted X amount just to make sure your place in line is secure, and then you're only executing when the product's ready, and either we can send it to you or we host it to, we can host it. So more and more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we what they've been telling us about the 10 stack, the integration to the server case that they're building. I mean, because they're doing their own custom server case with controllers for these hash blades, because each hash blade has got to be connected USB-C, right? To a controller and everything else. They're really going the extra mile. And they're also, asking for ideas as well. Once we get closer, we'll actually hopefully get our hands on one of these 10 stacks or like a beta version of it, so we can kind of show you guys and say, hey, look, what are your thoughts on this? Going off of what we've experienced with maybe some of the other server cases out there for GPUs, what do we want to see with the Locotech server case? Or 10 stack, Hashblade 10 stack, what changes, would benefit us either hosting or you guys hosting it at your house. So, I mean, it's pretty cool to have a manufacturing company be so receptive to the consumer and the product that they're trying to push out.
I'll be honest with you too. I think that the stack itself is probably going to be priced. Well, the price isn't changing, so whatever it is now is staying the same. But comparative to like the L7, I honestly think that price-wise, it is going to be very competitive come time for release. Like, people are going to be scrambling to try to get one, and most are going to miss out because they didn't get in line first. John is definitely the better artist. So if you got a what is it, like a face down or whatever it's called, that was John. He's definitely the better artist. I was trying to be creative. Yeah. There was one comment I wanted to. There's actually a couple here. Exchange rates, taxes, import fees are such a bummer for us in Canada. Yeah, dude, we're struggling with Canadian import. Or export, I should say, Canadian export.
Yeah, love your RPM, but it sucks to send you shit.
Yeah, like they do whatever they want. Like, it's not even. I'm not even like exaggerating or saying something out of turn. It, like, we try to make it to where we cover import. Like, that's what we do for the States. So if something's coming in, we make sure we're obligated for it, right? But then when it goes for Canada, like even if we try to sweeten the pie with customs or for customs or with however you want to say it, like they still like Canadian customs, they do whatever they want. Like it's crazy. Just like we have tried to I don't want to say we've tried to do our best to make it basically DDP, and they still turn around and charge our clients some type of import, and we're like, that's not even in the rules. Like that wasn't the rules that we read in our shipper, because we use a format that basically calculates everything for us, so we can either pay it ahead or we can mark it like duties paid or duties on us, the seller. It's such a headache. Here in the States, we can easily take care of it. That's not an issue whatsoever. And in some cases, we even have like a rep for like DHL or UPS, mainly those two. FedEx, we don't really try to mess with. And they'll legit just call me, right? Like, hey, this one, you guys have a balance because of XYZ. All right, no problem. Just take care of it. Get it done. Get it into the States, or customs will want to finagle with it. But every now and then we'll get some crap stuck in customs for a long period of time just because. But here in the States, that is. But that's just them messing around. Like, TSA checking your bag, and all of a sudden magically your bag's lost with the airline. Same thing.
Sorry, my kids are supposed to be sleeping. My son's going. It's hot in my room. So take off the pajamas.
Right. I'm excited to see what Gold Shell comes out with for a Caspa box. I'm not. It's going to be subpar, just like everything else.
KS0 on a different shell.
Right. The KS Lite Plus Box 2. No, it won't be worthwhile.
Okay.
We can't.
John gets a couch. No, come on, man. Be nice. Give me box. Yeah,
we got no lockers tonight. No, John's not at the mine. I'm not at the mine, regardless of what my picture says behind me.
We're gonna have to figure out something else too for the locker game. I mean, we're starting to hire on support staff. They're gonna need those lockers.
Yeah. Well, that too. Like we got some decent prizes rolling in. So I know in one of our previous streams we talked about the Bitcoin grenade. That's a $40-$50 grenade from Crypto Cloaks. We just got a generous host client who upgraded one of their GPUs, and we will be throwing in a 3070 Ti into this mix. As soon as we figure that out, we have it set aside already. It's a Gigabyte Vision, so it's it's a decent tiered 3070 Ti, but it is a 3070 Ti that we were allowed to give away through our channel. So that'll be coming. We'll figure that out. I don't know how we're gonna do that, honestly. How is the cars and crypto coming? Not had a chance to look on Discord. Wife agreed to be there 420. Oh man, you better show up, put up or shut up.
I'm trying.
We're looking for an event planner. That is something that is real. We're looking for. We have talked to a few. I'm in negotiations with the hard wallet that everybody's so ecstatic about right now, especially with Radiant, Tangim or whatever, to see if we can get some units for that. We also may start selling it, so that'll be cool, I guess. And yeah, we're looking for sponsors and things like that, so we can just have everybody chill in the parking lot, and we can have some food and whatnot, all that fun stuff. But it's still going. We're still getting everything together. We are trying to pass the buck onto a party planner, but we have not found one yet, so we'll get that.
Yeah, we got let me see here.
What's
things,
your
right?
Discord at Coastal Crypto? I don't know. You did?
You talk about these bad boys, right?
No.
No,
Nope.
not those ones.
Nope. I don't have a second screen, so I can't. I'll probably zonk out like I normally do. They know what I'm talking about. Red Panda Mining has dozens, and he just got signed up with them and all that stuff. They're signing up with everybody, so.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be cool if we can get them out and get them a little booth. There's a small company here called Localite. They do blockchain technology with local vendors and small community events for ticketing and things like that. Obviously, we're not doing any ticketing. It's going to be open. I mean, if a vendor wants to show up, put up a tent, we may charge for that just so we can secure, say, porta potties and grills and stages and everything else we got to rent. But that's probably as far as we're going to go. Car show is going to be open. Prizes, all that fun stuff. But yeah, if we can get a couple more vendors in there, have some fun booths set up. Maybe do some presentations and some classes in the conference room, a cafeteria, whatever you want to call it, hall. I don't know. It's a cafeteria with the screen. I don't know what you want to call it. Again.
Oh, they're talking about posting in Discord. You want to put that in the chat?
Why can't you post in Discord? Everybody can post in Discord.
No, somebody's asking for a link to the Discord. And they can't post it in the YouTube channel.
I might be able to. Well, let me do it.
There you go. Boom. There's the Discord. Join with caution.
Okay. I see the wallet now. I got it.
So,
I mean, how's Twitter been going for you, Mark?
oh, you gonna talk about today or? So now that we are freeing up time, I get to ship post again a little bit, right? Not that I'm really ship posting. I'm kind of just laying truth for the most part. But I did post our S21 deal, and our hosting rate. Hosting rate hasn't changed in 2 years. Right, or at least a year and a half or something, for the exception of when we had a temporary hiccup, and that was voluntary for people who ever wanted to stay on. They moved with the times. But yeah, somebody was chiming. I mean, you can go to Twitter and you can see it yourself. They're chiming in saying, we cost too much, our rates are too high, or whatever. And it's someone that we've actually bought machines from in the past, and I'm like, don't tell me how to run my business. I'm not going to tell you how to run yours. Like we literally tried to set up to where we could host for you at an extreme discount, and basically giving him everything he wants. And essentially, he ghosted us. So I made a comment about that as well in there, but whatever.
No, we do our. I mean, it's one thing to bash a manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
To have to hold them to a higher standard because we're giving them tens of thousands of dollars for equipment that's supposed to work. That's completely different, right? But when you're business to business and you're trying to create relationships with people, I mean, even when Mark shit posts on Twitter, there's still tact behind it. We're not out and out calling people out and blasting them unless they really do something effed up that screws up the community and can be hurtful to the community. It's all what Mark does is all fun and games. Nothing's to be taken seriously. But we're all supposed to be helping the community and
Yeah.
working together to figure things out. Don't have some more tact. It's all about tact.
That's the thing too. Like I shit post and make fun and whatever, but we're a transparent company. We try to be as legit as we possibly can. We're also a flat rate company, right? So yeah, it is 9 cents kilowatt hour, but we're not charging you, a maintenance fee for any time your machine has a hiccup. We're not charging you a maintenance fee for any time our equipment has a hiccup. We're not charging admin fees. We're not charging payroll fees. We're basically giving at cost of what we can actually provide. And the only thing that is like an additional charge from us is optional. You want to pay by a credit card? It's 5% because that's what they charge. That's what they charge us, right? If you want an extended warranty program that we offer, which most of these machines that we're getting in are new, for the exception of the 95Ts, and still people don't really feather on it because it's a $600 machine. They don't give a shit. But our warranty thing it's optional. And so if, a board goes down, if you paid that optional thing, we just replace it and we move on. And, essentially we just tell you the machine went down for a little bit and we fixed it, which we generally do that anyways on any machines that go down, because a lot of the stuff that is encompassed in our hosting rate is included. Like when I was just at the mine, we had a client's machine, a fan went down, literally disintegrated. John threw it at me. It was like across the farm, just threw, and it was just in pieces, crumbling in the air, because the fan was just that old. But when it comes to like fans, go down on an ASIC machine, whatever, replace it, get it over, and get it done.
We buy them in bulk.
Yeah.
I mean, I replaced 4 fans alone today, just on some of these, these used 95Ts. They all sound good. They look good. And sometimes it may just be a wire get crimped and we get a fan error. It's just easier for me to replace a fan than to try to, fix a cable. That's time and effort that I got to put into to figure out which fan is bad, take it apart, fix it, and replace it. It's not something we're charging you guys. We're not rolling the fees over to you. It's just something, it's a service we offer. Try to help out.
Yeah. What is the model for TAT pallet of miners you have to sell? So through the weekend, we have to account for 50 units if we want the best price possible. 50 units of 95Ts. S19,
Sorry, I
95Ts.
got distracted. My lovely wife just walked in.
Oh.
Trying to get those brownie points.
There you go.
I'll put it in the group buy, just to kind of as a placeholder, and Mark can put more details into it later on Discord. Let me see if I can find it.
Lights don't stay on if you don't make a profit. Yeah. Hey, I mean, me and John are doing this full time, so obviously we can pay for ourselves to live, right? But at some point, we do want to step away from having to come in for the weekend to activate all these machines. We want to have a force that does that. We want to have the freedom to have the time available to train them to be John and Mark, essentially, which obviously nobody's going to work as hard as you work, but get them to that point. Create a team that can handle what John and Mark do. Hey.
You said 697?
697 if we can get all 50. If we cannot get all 50, it's 897 per unit. And you got to tell me if you're comfortable with that or not. And the reason for the drastic change is that is the change of price per terahash that they're charging for the pallet of units. This is a pallet and a half, but that is the price that they're charging. So there is that drastic of a difference that they want. They're really pushing to sell all of them all in one go. And so if they want to do singles, they're like, sure, but don't waste my time, is basically what they said to us. So I'm trying to give you guys options, and we can execute and get it inbound immediately. They're in Texas, so it's not far.
It's a quick turnaround. I mean, I have to. So the procedure with these pallets is they come in. A lot of the times they're not boxed, So they come in, I wipe them down, blow them out the best I can with some air, compressed air, and then it's straight to the testing bench. And we test each one for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, make sure it hashes, make sure that everything heats up properly, the fans spin, box it, ship it out. We have 7 days to test all 50, and if we have any issues with any of them, to get those replaced.
Yeah. So far, this last batch we had 2, which I've already reached out. We'll see what happens.
Yep, two so far, and I got some crushed ones, like fans, bad packaging pallet wise. We'll take care of those ones.
Right. Did you guys see the? Why don't we just do like a giveaway?
Okay.
What do we want to give away? What do we? I don't want to do the GPU yet. I want to. That's a decent item. I don't want to.
We still have tons of meter boxes.
All right, yeah, let's do some meter boxes. Let's do a meter box. So if you guys could, John, if you could tag that last video I uploaded. And if you guys could just put in there meter box, and we'll give you a Coastal Crypto themed meter box. Give one away. Comment and like that video. Oh, I'm still waiting on that t-shirt John said he would send me. I'll get in line. I need another one too.
Where is it? Where'd you post it? I don't see it. Oh, it's under videos, right? It's not under shorts.
Yeah, it's under videos, not shorts. It's like a minute and a half long. And you guys let me know, do you like those kind of videos that are similar, like, I guess it's not really a vlog or anything, but it's, a brief update kind of showing what we did for the weekend, because I know some of you guys were asking, like, show us status. What's up? Let me know if you guys like that. A couple minutes long, nothing crazy. I can upload that up to Twitter. I might as well just upload that up to Twitter too. Budget. Oh, Twitter wouldn't let me do long videos. That's why I didn't do it. I was gonna upload it to Twitter. I have to figure that out. No number. Just put meter box. We don't have the lock. We don't have access to the lockers right now. So if you guys could.
This is a guaranteed giveaway.
Yeah, guaranteed giveaway. None of that. We're just gonna select one of you guys, and we'll get the meter box out. And it's a set too. So it's like one of those. It's got the 20 amp one, a plug outlet, and then it's got the 30 amp plug or 50 amp plug, whatever you want to use for it. So just the word meter box. Yes. Boom. Make sure you like that video too.
Yeah, we'll do that here in a few minutes.
Put the word hashtag, because I hash all day. All right, calm down. Got Eminem over here.
Oh.
Won't let you pin it?
No.
Rude. Are you trying to pin it in StreamYard, or are you trying to do it in YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh. Let me see if I can do it on my Mac.
Yeah, it's a nice Coastal Crypto blue, some stickers and some fun stuff. Guaranteed giveaway this time. We'll just give it away.
Give it away. Give it away now.
All right, now you're just showing your age.
Right. He says, nice, I need one more. Good. Glad. We got a bunch of them. We've been meaning to put them as an option on the website. We just haven't gotten there yet. John knows how to do that, and he's been freaking, as his title says, he needs a vacation. So he's been busy. And I think that's one thing that should be
March,
our goal.
I'm putting it out right now. This is my notice. End of March, I am going away for like a week and a half. I'm out of here.
Right.
That's why I'm hiring people now. See ya. That song is now considered
classic rock. It is. So is all of Metallica. If that makes you feel old.
Is that what you're playing when you're in your cruiser? You know, buzzing your lights, going around downtown.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Give it away.
What else do we have going on? What else were we gonna put in here? What else were we gonna talk about?
I mean, we've talked about it in the past. As we build out the high side of the building, as Fog Hash comes in with Cadena Mining Club, we'll be doing some stuff with them. Cadena Mining Club. Oh,
let's talk about while we were there, the power outage.
Oh, okay.
So
power outage.
Yeah, joys of being at scale. I would like to consider us at scale. We're well over a megawatt at this point now. Yeah, so we were in the mine early morning as we were game planning basically how we're going to tackle this wall back here and putting these machines up. But we were on the other side of the building because it's way warmer, more tight-knit space. Machines are blowing hot air. So it was way warmer over there. And all of a sudden, and this is like first thing in the morning, like 9 in the morning. No, it wasn't 8. It was definitely a little later. Because I don't wake up early, even when I'm at the mine. That's not me.
I try to get up to wake up early. It just doesn't.
I don't live that life. That's not me. What was I saying? Oh, so we're over there, me, John, and Chris, and we're game planning, trying to figure out, okay, what's our next step? What are we gonna do? We got to troubleshoot a couple things on the back of the 277 line that John put up before I came out, and then all of a sudden the entire building, boom, like you heard it, boom, like it was crazy. Lights off, everything. The only light that was coming in was from where the exhaust fans were near the garage doors, so like literally couldn't really see too much. And next thing, we hear John like action plan. He's like, flip all the breakers, run. So we're running all on one side, flipping everything off to make sure nothing got fried or anything like that. We got a whole bunch of redundancies in place, but we're taking that extra step, that extra caution. And all of a sudden it's just me, John, and Chris running around the entire front half of the building, flipping every single breaker we can on any PDU or panel that we can get close to. And then we notice, and so this is like a small window that this happens. Like this is maybe like minute 2 of the power shutting down. And then all of a sudden the power came back. And we're like, oh, wow. The power's, one of the lines kicked in. And then it went boom again. You heard the energy in the building make that. Like, I'm not over exaggerating that noise. Like it made that noise. And then finally, after a couple times of that, so luckily we did turn off all the PDUs because the machines would have kept doing this, up and down, trying to hash or whatever, or connect. And then finally, one of the legs of power just kicked in completely and shot everything up. Less than 5 minutes, like this entire thing I just explained, less than 5 minutes of time. Finally, we realize, okay, seems like power's back on and it's steady. Let's start flipping machines back on. It was nuts. It was crazy. It was an experience.
Yeah. We're lucky that anything like that happens. Our substation is a major link in the line that supports the surrounding area. So as power, so what we think happened, and from the information we were able to pull from the Dominion website, it was raining pretty hard, pretty windy, ground was soft, the tree fell over and took out a line. Not a major line, just a 1247 line, like a typical neighborhood line. But because that happened, there was a surge in the system. So power comes. What they did was they changed direction of the feed. Mm-hmm. So as we're going one direction clockwise for the feed, the line dropped, there was a power surge, they changed direction automatically on the feed so that people aren't without power, so things don't get fried, so transformers don't start popping and blowing up. But we're one of those key links for that transition to happen. We were the closest, so that's all that happened. So we were down, like Mark said, for less than 5 minutes. But it was like,
yeah,
where did this come from? Out of nowhere.
It was definitely an exciting 5 minutes for sure. It's just like how fast we were moving too, just like flipping everything we possibly could get close to. That was great. That was pretty funny. It was funny. It is also like, it just shows that the planning that we put in place is working, which is fantastic. We have all these redundancies in the farm to make sure that we're not just, blowing people's rigs up. Yeah.
Here's a good question for you. You guys, what was your first real lesson that if you guys could go back and tell our future startup selves? Don't sweat the small stuff and focus on three-phase power.
Yeah, three-phase power, big time. You need a substation. Don't start with on the pole. Even if you're at a home miner, when you're ready to make that leap from at home, get off the pole and get on the ground with not even like a big boy transformer. Like, you need a substation in your backyard, or you need to be within proximity. So plan. Me and John didn't, like, we thought we planned the first jump well, but we realized that we didn't once we started fighting with the power company at our old building. And then we planned more moving to this next stage, and we made a bunch of mistakes. So the biggest one is when you find the power, it can't just be like the building has a good amount of power, or hey, this building is it has the potential to have a good amount of power. Especially the way that me and John look, we want to use existing infrastructure and just mold it to what we're trying to do. You want to find a substation. So, but definitely get off the pole. I mean, you'll see. So that's one good lesson. What's another good lesson? What John said was don't sweat the small stuff. Networking.
If anything past, I want to say 15 machines, and invest in a good networking setup.
Yeah. I thought you meant like network with people. I was like, nah, fuck that. No, but yes, network. So I don't know. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the posts with BBT. He uses Ubiquity. That's not the reason we jumped to it. We didn't realize he used Ubiquity until after we were using it. But Ubiquity has literally saved so much of our time. So good networking. I know TP-Link, they have something similar to Ubiquity. Just some of those network things, switches, Dream Machines, all that, like that literally has saved us so much time. I mean, we've looked at, say, like, Cisco's 128 port switch, the big server rack switch. We've looked at mounting that on a rack and just running lines instead of running a bunch of 48 ports. But the 48s keep, help with the redundancy, help us find stuff a little easier. I saw it. You can't save them all, guys. You can't.
I made some good money in college. Here, welcome to the stage, Big Cookie. Not good. Past life, previous life. Not
right. There. So you guys think Caspa network hash rate is leveling out? No, it is not. Similar to Kadena, when the price pumps, machines will turn on. ICERiVER is not done. Bitmain's not done. It will keep going up.
Don't wait for the FOMO to get in. That's the worst time to get in.
Yeah.
Get in
We
while
we just had some used KES 3Ms. We had like a good handful, I think 7 or 8 of them. I put them on Twitter. They were literally gone within hours. Like I had them sold. Just gone. Like I had so many people hit me up the following day, and like even people would make comments. They're like, "Oh, that's such a shame." Yeah, it is a shame, dude. You missed out. FOMO. You're FOMOing. I'll sell another KS3M, down to someone else. Like it. Yeah, I'm not missing out here. You are, buddy. Sorry.
But if you're trying to get into the Caspa scene and you're trying to get a Casa miner, save up your pennies and go for the Bitmain. You'll save yourself some serious headache.
Honestly, let's see how this next week works out with Bitcoin. Usually, Bitcoin starts dumping, Caspa goes up, right? But it seems like the entire market is just following Bitcoin right now. Let's see what next week kind of holds. If we get like a good steady flat line and you're looking for a machine, you may want to pull the trigger. I don't know right now if a KS1 or a KS2, unless you can like get them a really amazing deal. Like I don't know if those are really worthwhile anymore. To get even the pro, obviously the pros and things like that. Unless you're just solely mining and just like throwing it in a room and you're forgetting about it. Like I even still don't think that those are like if your mindset is, and we hate to even talk about this, is ROI, like buy a KS3M, buy a KS3 Bitmain KS3, like get in with the big boys. Don't fuck this up. Like if you're looking at ROI solely. If you're looking to support the network, then all the other machines are good enough for that. And don't host them because I don't want to host anymore.
Or if you got cheap power. I mean, if you have free power, you can run a KS1 on solar panels at 600 watts. You can run a KS0 on solar panels.
The KS Pro is like 180 watts, dude. It's not even, or that's the PSU that you need, or even in the range of 200 watts. Like it's not a lot. But like the KS1 still, like you were saying, 600 watts. This KS1, literally run that on solar panels. Like then there's no reason.
Gold Shell is on the FOMO now, selling cash miners, but they're late to the party.
Yeah.
Big surprise. Banking partnership. We got a banking partnership.
Give more detail on that. We have a lot of things going on at once. I don't know, banking.
Are you talking about our credit card processor?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Which we have some news on that too. That's there. We may. I don't know. We'll figure. Me and John still need to talk about it. But if it is the credit card processor,
PayPal again.
Yeah, right. If it is the mining bank, yes. LOL. If it's credit card processor, so obviously we've been through literally all of them at this point. PayPal was our biggest, longest one. At some point, some jackass decided to do blatant fraud. We delivered a machine to them. They claimed they didn't get it. We showed proof. PayPal weighed in our favor for it and showed the bank when they went to go fight the charge off. But PayPal also felt at that point, they were like, no, it's time for us to separate. So we moved over to Square. We were looking for another credit card processor, but we just moved over to Square because we saw a recent update in their policies. But they still don't support crypto mining or selling any type of crypto hardware to an extent that we do. And once we started rolling in, like our first month with them, I think we did like 80 grand worth of processing with Square. And then the second month, which was just before November, no, it was like September or something like that, we did like 250 just in credit card processing. And they're like, whoa, let's hold the brakes. No disputes, nothing like that. We had perfect track record. We're delivering units at an expedient time, getting them out. And that's the thing too, credit card processing, that does weigh on us a bit more because it does, like, we have to perform. If we don't perform, they can dispute their credit cards. So like we literally, it puts more trust in everybody, into us, and it just forces us to be, truthful and trustful, with everything. But besides the point, so we did $250,000 worth of sales, within the first couple weeks of November, and they started pumping the brakes on us. They're like, well, let's give us some more insight of your business, even though we were already pretty truthful. Not pretty true. We were truthful as to how we set the account up with Square initially, and they just said no. Based on the responses you gave us, we don't want. So they again, not crypto friendly as much as we were hoping for. So we went through a broker that is also integrated with our website host provider, which is Wix. Had a detailed conversation with the broker, explaining exactly what we do, how we do it, and where we do it. And they brought it to a credit card processor that they're linked with, and essentially they approved us. Gave me and John, we paint the picture of exactly what we're doing. We're not fibbing. We're not trying to tell them, we're doing something and we're not, it's something else. Like, if they don't want us to be a client, like,
it's always something.
Yeah, it's always something. So if they don't want us to be a client, then we don't, whatever. We'll find someone else that will, that does want to take us on as a client. So credit card processing, it's been a journey, but this one, we're very transparent in everything that we do with them, or that, how our business is. We do have some restrictions when it comes to dollar size that they allow us to process. And it's not really a restriction. It's just basically saying we have to say, hey, we're going to list a $40,000 unit. So you may see a transaction of that size at some point. And you basically have to have open communication with them. Yeah. Crypto credit card processors don't like crypto business. Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
You can always send them some RPM feet pics. Maybe that'll grease the wheels a little bit.
Right.
Thought you could sneak in there. I saw you. No. So what I was alluding to, that whole thing. Right. No, as we expand out, and we get this 5 megawatt thing underway, and the Data Mining Club comes in. We have Mark, I think, made the announcement. Did you put it on Discord and Twitter, or just Discord?
What's that?
For the firmware?
Just Discord. So,
just Discord.
Yeah, I don't want to put that on Twitter or anything like that. So if you host a if you host a KA3 with us, Kadena Mining Club has aftermarket firmware that they have made, and I don't know if you want to go more into this, John, or not.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten the okay from them to install the KA3 firmware on host clients only, and your control board is forfeit, unfortunately, at that point. But you're getting quite a big jump in control. Their firmware is completely automated, so it's, depending on temperature, it's either gonna undervolt itself or crank the hash rate. It's a decent firmware. It's hidden underneath the Bitmain firmware, so you don't see a whole lot that goes on with it. But for our host clients that have KA3s in our facility, you have access to that firmware. Your control board has to stay with us if you ever choose to end your hosting contract. That's the only stipulation that they have right now. That may change in the future. I don't know. But right now, they're still trying to keep their firmware under wraps for them and their clients. But since we're partnering with them on this hosting, they're allowing our host clients to get access to that. So that's exciting. I mean, we saw a little bit of all you guys that were at Cypherpunk got to see some of that firmware in action. And that wasn't even the max that firmware could do. That was just, they were only running those machines on 208 and they had limited power. These machines, Yeah, exactly. I mean, we were seeing what I think 225, 244, whatever it was, 4,000 watts. But their firmware is capable of pushing these machines immersion-wise up to 45 to 5,000 watts. So you're increasing your hash rate quite a bit. And it is firmware that is based on wattage. It's not really. It's based on controlling the input to the machine. So I'm excited to get my hands on it and get to see it, under air-cooled setup. But as that gets built out and we do the S21 build, that'll open up a lot more space for your favorite GPU rigs.
Which we have something in the works right now too. We need somebody to come out and take a tour of the facility, but we might be able to offload is the wrong word, but cohabitate with a very prominent GPU miner in the space. So we'll more to come on that. We'll see. Me and John have to work out some details and talk to him. But yes, so Red Panda Mining, no. Cannot send you the firmware. It is only for host clients, unfortunately. I could talk to KMC, which I mean, obviously you can do that too, but they are trying to keep it under wraps.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking for a while about doing remote access to machines for testing purposes for YouTubers. Maybe we can try to figure that out. No. Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I thought you were talking about something different. Yes, no, yeah. So we're trying to. That's a dream of ours, right? Is to have the testing room for YouTubers so they can play with it. Which I mean, I guess that'd be okay, right?
I mean, if we sell enough space on the S21 transformer, maybe we can make that happen. A little sooner than we expected. Kind of push that along, especially for firmware like this. Maybe that could be kind of like the.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. We're too expensive. Our prices are outrageous. Blah blah blah. Motherfucker, run your business your way. I'll run mine my way.
We've only ever tried to decrease our price for hosting. That's always our goal. We had a small hike in price for a couple of months, just to keep people on, and it was a complete optional thing. It wasn't something we demanded of our clients. It was completely optional. But we've always done our best, and we're continuing to do our best to lower our hosting rates.
I can't even believe we your networking skills, John. I can't believe that we made that happen, honestly. Like they found the temporary space.
Yeah.
We're able to get it up and running. Like the things in our journey that we have done has been insane. Just if you go back and think about it, right? It's just been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but it's also got us in trouble too.
Yeah, true. True. You always got to dwell on that, huh? Not always. It's something new. But
it's new. It's new. And we did our best to make it happen.
We got to work on that this weekend too.
Yes. You can't ban me here, Gray Pan. Uh-oh. Oh, we got going on over here. Drop containers in my yard and I can get it. Postal crypto, a great deal. There we go. We'll ship them up to you.
All right, let's get the giveaway underway. If you guys, real quick, last minute, go to that. I don't even know if it's pinned anymore.
It's pinned. I got it pinned.
Okay. Pinned YouTube video. Go type meter box, and we will give away one of our meter boxes that we got.
If you're hosting anything under 0.5 megawatt, it's 9 cents flat rate.
Yep.
Once you bring in more than 0.5 megawatt, then we can start talking a little bit. But anything under 0.5 megawatt, it's 9 cents.
Yeah.
Flat.
No,
You pay for what you consume. That is it. There's there's no you pay X amount every month no matter what. We're down for 2 days, too bad. You're still gonna pay it like some of these other hosting providers tell you. No. You pay for what you consume in a month, and that is it.
ICERiVER, you got to go back and watch, man. Go back and watch. Talk about ICERiVER. I'm done talking about ICERiVER. I'm done with ICERiVER all week.
We're not okay. Sum it up.
ICERiVER sucks.
Firmware sucks. It doesn't like Foreman. It doesn't integrate well with Foreman. And now we're seeing weird API and IP networking issues with them.
Yeah, the VRAM is non-existent on the control board. IP is jumping. I don't even know how that happens. We have one that's just static for no reason. No one did it. No idea how it happened. Yeah, Red Panda mining. Thermal paste bad. They should have used thermal compound, honestly. Then we wouldn't even have this conversation. But you would be ripping chips off of that heatsink if you went to go re-thermal paste it. But you're paying $10,000 for a machine. You might as well thermal pat. Like, it should be thermal compound at that point. Thermal compound is what was used on like the S17s, the T17s, most of the early stage S19s. It's just thick and conductive for heat. It absorbs heat very well.
All right, let me share my screen for this picker. All right, so I'll let you guys get your comments in one last time. Comment meter box on the pinned video, and we'll give away a meter box. Maybe we'll give away 2. Who knows?
Yeah, we have 2, right?
We got 2. We might as well.
Rich. Yeah, so we're waiting on yours. So still waiting on the splitters. We had got some in, but not enough. But we have touched them. They are sound for the most part. But yeah, they're all set aside, ready to go. It's just a matter of turning them on at this point. So as soon as we do, we'll touch base with you, so you know to look out for them. Appreciate your patience, man. I know you've been waiting a while.
All you guys that have been patient with me, appreciate you.
It's us, not just...
Keep blowing up Mark. Just leave me alone.
DM John. No, honestly, you guys should be blowing up Chris. That's who you should be blowing up. Where's my machine? Is my machine on? Blow up Chris.
He's our new operations associate, whatever you want to call him.
So he said Monday. So here's an update. Monday or Tuesday, the ICERiVER sensor chip temp sense software will come out from ICERiVER. From ICERiVER or no? Yes, Red Panda Mining is scheduled to come to our Cars and Crypto event on 420. He just found out about this just now. He will be signing feet pics for all fans.
We'll have to get him a Red Panda costume so no one will know what his face looks like.
We'll just hire somebody to dress as a red panda.
Perfect. And just random feet pics.
The feet pics got to have talons and shit.
All right, 25 unique. All right, let's go. Meter box. ERV 4763.
Oh. Boom.
Let me write that down so I don't forget.
Email office@coastalcrypto.info.
you want to do another one?
Yeah, one more.
All right.
Rigged. I don't even know who this guy is. Who is TRV? Rug. Yes, we are pulling the rug out on everybody. One more spin. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Oh, people are like, he must be president. President. He must be present to win. Well, if we don't get an email, he don't get one. And we'll just do it again next time.
Yep. Email us.
I don't even know. I don't know how the internet works. So tagging, adding at somebody. I'm at the age where I've given up on internets. Oh, all right. There we go. There's another client. Email office@coastalcrypto.info. You have my DM, dude. Just DM me. Vinny Del Greco. Sounds like something from what the hell is that one movie? Charlie Sheen. It's not Wall Street. It's something else, isn't it? I don't know. Whatever.
One more.
Oh, do we have another one?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. You guys we're doing all the giveaways tonight. All right, and then
Catch
that's
me
it.
on a good night.
Yeah. Boom, winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm dating myself again. There you go. Cross bouty. Can't rug if it's rigged. The next winner is Red Panda Mining.
He's got enough meter boxes.
Right. All of his own versions. I'm just gonna continue to send him Vosscoin themed stuff. I find that hilarious. Yeah, email office@coastalcrypto.info. He says yes, please. I'll send RPM. I'll send him Vosscoin fee picks. It'd be a competition.
So we had TVR, right? Who else?
No, they said must be present to win. You're late, Raptor. You're late. While John's doing that, here's something for you guys. So we have a client, one of their boards for a KS3L was bad. We posted on Twitter, whatever. ICERiVER sent us a new board, and we put it in the machine, and it hashed for literally like an hour, and conked out again, or conked out. Nothing's wrong with the board. Board looks immaculate. We have tried to Frankenstein and put this board on a different control board to get it to hash. And for some reason, it's not hashing still. So maybe we can come together on the next stream and try to monkey around with this Frankenstein rig.
Yeah, I mean it's getting power. It's so funny enough. The control board uses the same PSU controller that is on the Bitmain S19 PSU. So it talks to the PSU no problem. It's getting the correct voltage to the hash board. It may be a fan error, it may be a fan issue. I'm not sure. But yeah, we have a KS3L board crammed into an S19 case with the control board floating on a piece of cardboard so we don't short anything out.
Right.
It reports where we can pull it up IP wise.
Let's have Chris take some B-roll of walking around it, showing the setup. and then the machine that it came from, or maybe not the machine it came from, it doesn't matter. Well, how we did it. And then next time we'll have the B-roll in our thing as we're talking about it, and then bring up the GUI and try to troubleshoot this thing together.
Yeah, it is a little bit larger, or the contacts for the bus bars are a little bit higher on the ICERiVER board than Bitmain has. That's the only issue.
But I don't see an issue. It's getting power.
Well, I'm just saying you couldn't do like multiple KS3 boards
in
the F19 case.
No.
That's just, there's not enough space.
No, they definitely got their own. But yeah. All right. Let's wrap it up. Got giveaways to give out. We got work to do. On to the next one.
Yep. All right.
I'm starting.
I got nothing else. You got any more questions? We got a couple late entries here. I'll let you guys ask a few more questions, and then we'll call it quits. I'm sure my wife is waiting to yell at me or talk to me about something. It would make me blush.
You literally are turning red. It's hilarious.
Am I?
Yeah. Questions. We did the giveaway. We just talked about our Frankenstein Caspa miner.
Red Panda feet picks.
Mm-hmm.
Voscoin versus Voscoin feet picks.
We will have a live competition at the Cars and Crypto event.
I wonder if we can get Voss to show up with his wrapped car.
Sure, let's ask. Let's see how that goes.
I think he's still mad at us from calling him out on Discord. So. Or Twitter, wherever we called him out.
Yeah.
I got no hard feelings to anybody.
We are in Virginia. Yeah. That's how you say it, right?
Virginia, yeah. Yeah, we're it's a great location for a car show. I mean, we got the Blue Ridge Parkway right near us, so you guys can go cruise the Blue Ridge Parkway if you come down with your cars.
No drag racing. No drag racing.
We got a nice solid ad for burnouts.
How many Roombas do you have at the hosting facility?
Not enough.
That'll be the first race of the year. It'll be Roombas.
Oh, we have a new thing to add to our to get list. We need to find a pallet of Roombas and just set them free in the farm and see what happens. I mean, we still have one open pit. I mean, how funny they all end up in the pit. How long does it take?
We need to put little stickies on them or some like kind of like a label, and put wagers, right? Or some kind of something to where like first one to fall in the pit gets the the top prize of whatever.
I like that. That's not a bad idea. First one to fall out the loading dock. First one to wander outside. First one to fall in the pit. 50 Roombas set free.
Go, my minions, go.
Oh, that'd be so nice, though. That'd save me so much time.
They would get bogged down like the first day. It's just so much dust on the ground. Well, that's not that bad. In the back, it's actually a little cleaner, but yeah.
Well, they when they poured the concrete slabs, they used the Zamboni.
Yeah. I got my money on I'm a real boy.
Perfect name. That's going on one of the Roombas. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it quits. We'll work on doing this more often. This was fun. it's tough. It's been super busy. I'll try to get some shorts going for the 5 megawatt build out and our lack of wire management because it's just impossible at this point.
No, there's literally no way. There's no way. Like we tried to make it as clean as we possibly could, but we're plugging into a PSU, and these cables are thick, dude. Thick, big cables.
Yeah, the only way we'd be able to do wire management is if the cables were like 10 to 15 foot long to run to the edge of and then down and in. It's just waste of money, waste of time, waste of money.
Right.
Yep. Thick.
You realize that as you start to scale, because we have a couple of the racks when we first moved in this building, they look very pristine and nice. And then we realized just how much of a waste of time that was. And I'm not saying that, like, you can see back there, it is kind of a mess, but look, it's coming off of the PSU. Like, there's no controlling that. It's like dreadlocks. There's no controlling it. Just let it grow.
Locks. They're just called locks. Don't.
What? Oh, fine. Locks. Whatever. It's a hairstyle.
My wife will run down here and yell at you.
No.
Did he
say what? I don't know. I've only never known them as that. I didn't know they had a different name. Ladies like the thick cables.
Those thick cables.
Yeah, they do. The thick cables.
All right, I'm out of here. Comment on Discord. Let us know what you think about the whole ICERiVER thing. If you guys got a solution for it, if you're interested in the S21s, we're working on doing some major build-outs for the S21s. 5 megawatt wall is underway. We are building it out. We're already looking at the next transformer and the next switchgear to go on the 5 megawatt wall. So we're moving and grooving and doing our best to keep you guys informed and let you know what's going on. Like I said, I'll do my best this upcoming week to get some shorts. Or maybe I'll have Chris do it. We're just adding on to Chris's list.
Right. He's going to be overwhelmed at some point.
I know.
I have to hire someone else.
I think he already is. He was supposed to be. I have an interview on Monday with a new potential floor tech, if you want to call him that.
Yeah.
And Chris set up the interview. Then all of a sudden, a few hours ago, I was like, I won't be there Monday. I'm sorry. Fine, be that way. But yeah, we'll try to get some shorts of the build out of how that's going, and how it's different from our current build outs. And then we're also improving our current build out as well. We're trying to get away from the custom man-made panels that I did to PDUs.
4 more of those guys are inbound next week.
Thank you. Make life a lot easier.
Yeah, and we can add like 1 or 2 more machines on each one.
6 per rack, because we'll be using 3-phase instead of 2. More hosting.
Yeah, right. Spots are opening up, guys. Spots are opening up.
We're pushing that 1500 kVA transformer. That's for sure.
It's already sold. All the spots are already sold.
All right, take it easy, guys. Thanks for tuning in.